Hey guys! In today's video, we're diving into one of the most important yet most creative parts of the fashion design process, how to create an awesome mood board like this for your collection. So today, I'm walking you through the entire process, from mind mapping your concept, gathering imagery, to finally building a compelling and professional layout. Let's get into it. So, let's start with the basics. What is a mood board? In simple terms, it's a collection of visuals that clearly express the theme, tone, and design language of your collection. It tells the viewer what your inspiration is and gives them a strong idea of what to expect: silhouettes, colors, fabrics, textures, vibes, all in one visual story. Next is research. Ask yourself, how do I translate this theme into actual garments? One of the best ways to start is with a mind map. So, I'm going to write it down at the center of my mind map. I already have a collection name given by the client. Basically, they want a reflective streetwear men's collection for the 18 to 30 age group. My first question: what are the important keywords we need for our collection? That are trims, graphics, color palette, silhouettes, and fabric. So, how does this theme make me feel? For me, reflective isn't just about how light bounces. It's about how identity flickers between seen and unseen. It's walking alone at midnight with your hoodie up, not hiding, but commanding your space. It's feeling both anonymous and unforgettable. Let's elaborate on it a little bit. First, we'll start with colors. Think of the reflective. I go for monochromes, steely grays, white, and deep blacks. Next, who is this collection for? Men aged 18 to 30. This age group is bold, experimental, tech-aware, and living in a hyper-visual world. They're navigating identity, hustle culture, and image, all things that tie into the theme of reflective. Occasions? These clothes are for streetwear drops, gigs, gallery openings, late-night hangouts, fashion moments where standing out in low light is the point.
So silhouettes will be
Oversized hoodies, Garfix t-shirts, and sweatpants, layered looks that feel urban but elevated. Next will be fabrics. My client wants this in cotton terry and cotton single jersey. Sweatpants are usually made from cotton terry, which is thick and absorbent with loops, while t-shirts are made from cotton single jersey, which is smooth, stretchy, and lightweight. Both are knit fabrics. Next will be trims. Trims are where the reflective theme comes to life. Think reflective tapes, logos, and even draw cords. These details not only add functionality, but give that sleek nighttime visibility that defines the collection. Next will be graphic. The graphic direction is clean and bold. We're using minimal typography and grotesque fonts, taking cues from bento and utilitarian design to keep it functional but edgy. It's all about making a visual statement without going over the top. And that's a quick breakdown of my reflective menswear concept. Now the fun part, actually putting the mood board together. If you have access to WGSN, amazing. But if not, there are budget-friendly alternatives like Trends Top, Fashion Snoops, or even Hypebeast and Highsnobiety for streetwear trends. I personally use Adobe Illustrator for mood board, but anything from Photoshop to Canva works. Let's open an A4 sheet. According to my research, I've collected my images. Now it's time to shortlist and choose the best visuals that truly represent my concept. Now, the fun part: layout. I avoid boring, grid layouts. I like collages that feel spontaneous and bold. I started with this background because its raw, textured look adds an urban, worn-in feel that complements the streetwear concept. Next, tip number 1. I'm using this torn newspaper texture to add a raw, collage-like aesthetic that reflects the edgy. Right-click, arrange, and print to front. Reflect the image. This picture has a background, so let's edit it in Photoshop. Select Unnamed. A pop-up will appear. Save the image with the name Paper. And click Save. Now, click Edit Original. It will open directly in Photoshop. Make sure Photoshop is already open. Crop the image slightly, as we don't need the extra parts. Use the magic wand tool to select the white background, click it, and press delete. Then save the image. Go back to the Illustrator file and you will see a message like this. Hit yes. And just like that, you have a fast and easy shortcut to edit an image in Photoshop. Place it in the corner. Let's merge this image with the background. To do that, go to the Transparency panel. Select Multiply and reduce the opacity up to 60%. I'm using this grid texture to add a structured, urban element that contrasts nicely with a rough, organic background. Tip number 2, and to edit this, we directly go to the Transparency panel. Select Darken and place it wherever you want. And just by using these 2 tips, I'm adding more texture to the background. Once our background is complete, let's place our first hoodie image by following the same editing steps. Don't overthink, just start placing. Move things around until something clicks. Now, using the rectangle tool, I'm creating horizontal and vertical rectangles, not for any specific reason, just to enhance the board visually. Tip number 3. We'll create a clipping mask for this image. To do that, I'm going to select any bright color and increase the stroke size so it's more visible for you. Then, using the pen tool, I'll simply draw a shape along the boundaries of the picture, just a rough outline. Don't worry about making it perfect, just click and go. Right-click and choose Make Clipping Mask, and just like that, the picture has been cropped along the boundary that we drew. You can now go place it on anywhere in your mood board. Once that is done, select your Group Selection tool, and with it, click anywhere on the boundary of this image. Now create a copy using the shortcuts Ctrl-C and Ctrl-Shift-V. The copy has appeared, but it cannot be seen because it has no fill and no stroke, so while it is still highlighted, come up here and change the stroke to a white color. And also increase the stroke width to about 12. White isn't visible, so let's change it to gray. Your outline is now ready. Now go to Effect, Stylize, and Drop Shadow. The shadow has now been applied, and along with it, this box of settings also opens up. Make sure that Preview is ticked so that you can see the shadow while you adjust your settings. Hit OK when you are done and your shadow is also done. I added more images using the same tips I shared earlier. Now let's add the fabric. I found gray melange and terry fabric swatches, and I'll place them here. Just to enhance the look, I'll write the fabric names wherever I want. As I said, there are no rules in a mood board. Tip number 4. Let's edit this zipper image. As you can see, it's not at the right angle. You may come across these kinds of images when creating a mood board. Even though this image doesn't perfectly align with our layout, it still fits the theme. So, what should we do? For images like this, we can convert them into a torn paper effect. Here's what you need to do. Select the pencil tool. Then roughly sketch along 2 sides of the image in a single go. Next, choose the Wrinkle tool from the toolbar. Use the Wrinkle tool to click along the outline. This will give the shape a rough, torn edge effect. Select the image and outline, then apply a clipping mask. Let's add a border to this image. Select the border, then press Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. Set the stroke to gray, or any color of your choice, and increase the stroke weight to around 2 for better visibility. Instead of pasting it directly behind the image, slightly offset the outline. And that's it. Your torn paper effect is done. Tip number 5. I'm going to show you how to remove a brand logo or graphic from a garment image. Very often, you'll find a picture that's perfect for your mood board. It has the right color, fabric, and silhouette, but unfortunately, it has a visible brand logo. To fix this, here's what I do. Open the image in Photoshop using the same process I showed you earlier. Right-click, edit original, or open directly. Once in Photoshop, use Magic Tools and select the background. Select the elliptical marquee tool. On the top bar, click the second icon, Add to Selection. Now draw an elliptical shape around the missing area. It will be added to your current selection. To remove from the selection, still with the elliptical marquee tool, click the third icon, Subtract from Selection in the top bar. Draw over the area you want to remove. It will be excluded from the current selection. Hit Delete. Now, to remove the logo, select the Patch tool. Select the area you want to delete. Shift plus Backspace. Select Content Aware Fill to carefully remove the logo while blending it with the surrounding fabric. I'll crop this a bit. Now what you need to do is save your file, and when you go back to Illustrator, this message will pop up asking you if you would like to update your file to the latest edit that you made. Hit Yes. I'll place this image under the graphic, and then I'll add a shadow. Let's complete this mood board in fast forward, otherwise the video will become too lengthy. I'm adding some reflective clip art, graphics, paper clips, and duct tape. I searched on Google for trending colors and found the Pantone that fits my board. I also found a similar reference image. It's time to name your collection. I don't want to experiment too much, so I'll just go with reflective. You can choose a name that feels right to you, and don't forget to subtly include your own name in the layout. I'll add the Pantone name the board if you want. You can create a separate color board, but it's time-consuming, so I'll just add it to this one. Now you've got your mood board. It's time to build the collection based on this. Hit that subscribe if you're about that fashion-forward mindset. Drop your IG handle, and I'll review your board in a future video. Let's design the future together.